Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I got a septic system yesterday. I got to pay for a septic system yesterday also. And speaking of the septic system, today is all about avoiding disaster. And somebody mentioned it in comments, but yeah, the septic company told me yesterday that I need to put some water in that septic tank before it rains. Because what can happen is it'll float up and it'll pop up out of the ground and it'll ruin everything. So he suggested I get it at least halfway full, if not 3/4 of the way full, to weigh it down. You wouldn't think cement, but yeah, it does that. Buoyancy is the thing. That's how those big ships go across the ocean, those big heavy ships. Well, same thing with a septic tank, apparently. So I've got to get on that, and didn't want to waste a trip out here. So first up, we got to unload the Toyota. Weather forecast calls for rain tomorrow night, so I had to do it today or tomorrow, and might as well start today. The hoses were the main thing I wanted to bring over here, and I just threw some other stuff back there while I was at it. But before I start hooking up these hoses, I'm gonna go see about turning on the water. I have to turn on the water at the meter. We turned it off at the meter here because a couple months ago, when we had those freezing temperatures for an extended period of time, the valve in there froze and busted. So we can't leave the water on in the meter box because it'll just leak out there all the time. I do have another water pressure relieving valve ready to go, but we've got to take all that apart and put it back together to get this thing in there. Yeah, you can see it leaking pretty good. So all right, I'm gonna, man, I hate walking back and forth and back and forth, but I got to do it. All right, I'm gonna go hook up some hoses and see what I can do. Cool beans. There's water going into the septic tank. It is a 1,000 gallon tank, and they said at least half full, so that's 500 gallons. So what kind of water pressure do I have? Is it like 5 gallons a minute, 10 gallons a minute? I have no idea, and I'm probably not going to find out today. But let's say it was 5 gallons per minute. So in 60 minutes, that'd be 300 gallons. So in about an hour, I'd be at 300 gallons. So 2 hours, I'd be at 600 gallons, and that should be good enough. But yeah, I am not made up for this walking back and forth and back and forth. So I'm gonna go sit down and have a break. I have not bought a toilet yet. Put down your toilet suggestions in the comments if anybody's got a brand and type that you really like. There was one yesterday, ones that sit taller. I don't know about that, I'll have to research. But a couple comments yesterday about the exposed plumbing in here. And hey, Doug and Ashley. But I didn't point this out, but we do have these like baseboard cover things. Greg the Great made them, and they just kind of yeah, anyway, you get the idea. I have a hard enough time doing things two-handed, let alone one-handed. But yeah, so Greg the Great made those for me. I pulled them out because I figured they might be in the way putting the commode in. But yeah, we do have a cover for that. And this is the only place that the water lines were exposed, because this is the, well, you can see they go over to the kitchen sink and they go over to the shower, and that's pretty much it, except for right here. And back in there is where the water heater goes in the sink, and that's all the water in here. This is groovy. They didn't use up all the rock yesterday, so they left me the extras. And that'll go a long way to getting my driveways here back in good shape. So yeah, this kind of got driven on in the rain when we were getting junk to gyms unstuck. And then over here is where the electric line went, so it got soft in there. There's some big old ruts, and they put a couple more in yesterday when they delivered that gravel. So yeah, looking pretty good over there. I really like that landscape fabric under the house. It doesn't get muddy and soupy right around the house where the landscape fabric is, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, that bonus rock, that'll help us out. And we've got to do some shaping. That's kind of a steep drop off on that side of the driveway there. That'd be no fun. So smoothing that out, and we'll be in better shape. I can still back up to the storage shed out there. That's a big bonus. And I should be able to back up, as long as it doesn't rain heavily, I can back up to the back door of the house. That is my old fiber optic from my old place, and I had to get a phone line with that also. So I need to take that out. Cords have already been cut, so I can pull them up, but that's like their power center, and it's got a backup battery. So I already got that. Now I just got to get that out of the wall and out of the way. And then hopefully when they come install my new fiber optic, they can use that same hole in the corner, so that I can hook it up here where my computer is. Could not pull them up through the hole. It's probably plugged or something, maybe secured underneath there, but yeah, I'll snag somebody to crawl under there and see what's going on, so I can get rid of these cables and stuff. man of the week, Drew met me out here. Just in case I wasn't sure I was going to come today. You had stuff anyway. So he stopped by, and you had to see the handiwork of the septic.
Yeah, they did a good job. It looks really good, and they covered everything back up. Even, you know, did a good job.
Yep, yeah.
It was a good plan.
And got it all cleared. And I'm lucky he came because you'll see, you already saw the clips. My tire was rubbing on my bumper on the way up here. And so I'm like, I might need a ride home. But you figured it out. Sawzall, bolt.
Yeah, we just fastened up the bumper a little bit so it wouldn't sag, and then we just trimmed off an inch or two. So it's not going to be a problem over and over and over again. Whatever.
I mean, I've got it a bumper to put on there. It's just getting around to do it.
Having time to do it all.
Yeah. And then we got to do some consulting on what else is coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, we laid out the plans, what else we need. We're going to put one more water line in for Jeff because he wants to have chicken areas where he doesn't have to carry water every day. That's exhausting work. And
I've got one spigot already, so we picked out where that's going to go.
Yep. And
we might have a surprise other water outlet outside. And what else did we talk about? Driveway.
Yeah.
We got some holes, and you looked at that extra rock and thought like, the same thing I did.
Yes. The septic guys had some extra rock, thank goodness. So that'll help patch up the driveway. I'll clean up the dirt a little more, and then we'll just mound the rock there. So if it sags a little bit, it'll still be good.
Yep. And then clearing out finishing up the hugel culture.
Yep.
And that clears the land for my chickens and stuff. And he's got a plan for that. So
yeah,
we got a plan.
Couple more weeks, and I think we'll be shaped up, ready to go. I'll help Gary with the plumbing and stuff. I don't really know a lot about that stuff. I can be a part of it. I will be because I just want to learn it. And
yeah, if you want to learn it, I think Mike from DD5's in on that, learning it also.
Heck yeah.
So
yeah, we'll put a team together. We can maybe knock it out in a day as long as
that would be wonderful. More hands. I saw it yesterday with the septic, man. They had a crew that just bing, bang, boom. That was awesome. All right, we're out of here before dark. Go check out Drew's Lens and Drew's Lens Reacts. Oh yeah, you reacted to my video.
Dude, thank you for the shout out too. That was the most views I've ever had. Like it was.
I'm sorry.
Double the amount of views I ever had on my channel, on my Reacts channel. So it's not for everybody, I understand, but if you guys are into daily videos, I react to all kinds of stuff. Police videos, funny, cute videos like
Barbie.
animals.
What are those things called?
Barbie Jeeps.
Barbie Jeeps.
Man, we need to do that at the meetup.
No, what we need is e-bike races.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's got an e-bike now, and so my plan is everybody's got to set up their own track, and then we tour around everybody's tracks. So somebody might have a road track if they've got a fast bike,
right.
But if you want a dirt track, that might be somebody else. And don't get me going with the ideas.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, a couple more weeks out here. I know I have been as anxiously awaiting Jeff moving here as Jeff has and as you guys are. I promise he has been working on it every single day to get out here. He wants to be out here as bad as everybody. So as soon as possible, we're so close.
Yeah.
Most of the infrastructure's in now, so it's just tidy up a couple more things, button everything up, and then call in the crew and just start moving stuff, man. And it'll be here before you know it. I know it feels like forever, but it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. Well, like 3 months of that was waiting on the house to get here.
Yep.
You know, so it's just
and waiting on permits for the water, and then waiting on inspection, and waiting on this, and
then you had to do this, all that stuff. But anyway, we're getting closer and closer, and Drew's built me a fine homestead.
It's gonna be. I'm ready to see it in 5 years. It's gonna be. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be.
Yeah. All right.
Neighbors are pounding. See ya.
It's a race to get home before dark, and I got a slow poke in front of me, so I might lose that race. But yeah, Drew showed up, and I forgot to do the conclusion of the septic tank water. But yeah, I got it filled up almost all the way, a little over an hour. So that means I got pretty good water pressure out there. It's probably around 15 gallons per minute, which that isn't bad, especially with that pressure relief valve leaking. So yeah, pretty good water pressure out there. I got it full, at least 800 gallons in there. I didn't go all the way to the top because Drew showed up, and it was good enough. All right, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. Well, I know I got to take care of the chickens. We'll see how much energy I have left tomorrow. after I do my morning chores. I need to go on a supply run, and so that'll probably happen tomorrow or Friday, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for everything, and we're getting closer. Take it easy, everybody.